What's going on, everybody? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and I'm going to get into a new company that I just found out about that I urge caution on because I went into a little bit of research and everything seems pretty sketchy. Now, looking into their site, there's literally nothing to click on except for the logo here. I clicked everywhere. I looked at it on my phone too. There seems to be nothing you can do. So Grid is going to be merging with Addit EdTech Acquisition Corp at a $3.3 billion enterprise valuation. It sounds too good to be true. They anticipate mining up to 25,000 Bitcoin a year by 2024 and expect a total hash rate exceeding 26,000 pH or petahashes. Now, when you look at this, it says based on their investor presentation. Now, I cannot find an investor presentation anywhere. It says that they anticipate mining 637 Bitcoin this year with a cumulative total hash rate of 187 petahash per second from all miners. I can't find anything to back this up besides these articles just mentioning it. When you look at their site, I can't find anything. Maybe you guys can do a little research and find something. Now, when I type in investor presentation, Grid, I typed in miner, couldn't find it. All it is just the articles talking about it. You go back here, type it like that. You type just Grid investor presentation, can't find anything, just the news that they're going to be merging. Now you will see that it is Grid Infrastructure LLC because it goes to mention, it goes on this one, Grid Infrastructure LLC entered into a definitive merger agreement to acquire Addit EdTech Acquisition. And when you look into this here, it's located, it says it's located at 102 Luttrell Road in Maynardville, Tennessee, and received a coronavirus related PPP loan. But let's look at this here on Google Maps. Okay, now let's check this out. So it points to right here as 102 Luttrell Road, but I believe it's supposed to be on this side. And this mailbox doesn't say anything, but I'm going to show you a mailbox that does say something. And here's why I think it's supposed to be on the other side. When you look at this one, this says 105. So the odds are typically on one side and you have the evens on the other side, although that is not 100% the case. I've been driving for a living and 99% of the time the odds are on one side, the evens are on the other side, unless you're going into like a private driveway possibly or something like that. But I think that's kind of strange. So this is where their LLC is located in. And it does say Cincinnati based, but I'm not able to find anything about that. But I just wanted to give you guys a word of caution, and I'm going to go into a couple Bitcoin miners that I much more prefer. Something like CleanSpark, completely off the radar, a $500 million valuation, so this is 1/6 the valuation. It's currently mining over 1 exahash, and I'd much prefer this. This is just more than Bitcoin mining. It's also microgrid, and they have been rebranding themselves, so I'll leave their channel below. I mean, it's just weird looking at this other one. I would personally avoid it. Potentially when options become available, I'll probably be putting it in a future video. So potentially once options are available for Grid, I might likely be shorting that one. And if you don't like CleanSpark too much, you could always go with something like Sphere 3D, supposed to merge with Griffin, and they did sell off quite a lot because the merger was delayed in 2022. So a lot of people lost faith in this one. But you will see Griffin is already doing their thing. Mining, they're carbon neutral because of energy credits, and I'm a big fan of Griffin. Although that merger does need to go through. But Sphere 3D, the company, actually is working on acquiring 60,000 miners. So even if this merger doesn't go through, ANY 3D Sphere is still a good choice because even if they don't merge, 3D Sphere still has access to 60,000 miners and was working on getting delivery starting in November. So we should be hearing more news about that. Seems like they're lagging on it. But that's basically all I got for you. Do your due diligence. Look into these stocks. Don't just read an article and buy the headline. Always look into little details when you can. So let me know in the comments below if you guys can find an investor's presentation for Grid. I couldn't find anything, but maybe you can. Maybe I just didn't type the right thing in. But yeah, I would avoid it. So I might give you a future video though about a potential put with that one. But thanks again, as always, guys, and see you next time.